Hi everybody, Kinshetta Dudley here, instructor for the web multimedia course. So as you think about, I wanted to make this quick video to kind of help everybody put into perspective your final project for this course. I know it's early on to be talking about the final project, but I think that it's important to work on how you will organize your final project, what you should think about while thinking about your final project. So this video is intended to address that. So your multimedia montage project, I think when you first begin to think about your project, I would encourage you all to think about what are the needs of your organization. When I say organization, I mean your place of work, your place of practice. What could be the problem of practice in terms of technology? So you want to think about devices, you want to think about what software is being used. If you are a teacher in a classroom, you want to think about your own classroom and how you utilize technology. If you are a teacher teaching teachers, which I'm in that role in my school, I teach teachers, I give recommendations to my colleagues about how to utilize various technology resources in terms of software or hardware. So in your case, first, I want you to think about your place of work. Even if you're not in a school, even if you're not in a classroom, even if you are working in an organization, think about how your organization is utilizing technology. What are the various forms of media? How could the environment be enhanced by embedding various forms of media into the organization? So, in order to do this, you should probably start off with conducting a needs assessment. So you have to figure out what are the needs of your building, not as you see fit, but as determined by some type of protocol or assessment measure that you are instituting within your place of work. You need to find out what are the needs, and then when you develop your protocol, you want to make sure that your protocol or assessment is really specific to understanding, to helping you to understand what the needs of your organization, classroom, or of your teachers. Again, it doesn't necessarily, you do not necessarily have to work in a school, which I understand that some of you do not. But if you're in this course and you're looking to have a better understanding of how multimedia impacts or positively or negatively affects learning. Hopefully we're looking at the positive ways of impacting learning and what can you do to make sure that positive impact is happening at your place of work. So again, my first tip while thinking about this project, I know all of you have joined online communities, and let me just talk a little bit about the purpose of joining an online community. The community could be in Google Plus, or it could be you could join other communities, social communities where teachers talk, or where you could join a community. I'm in a community of administrators, so I like to read about leadership. I like to see how school leaders are utilizing technology with their teachers. So I've joined those communities in addition to our communities that you guys see that I have joined. So by joining the communities, it should help to spark some ideas to see what other school districts or what other organizations that you're interested in, what they're doing, how they're utilizing technology. It's really interesting how they're designing curricula that also has various forms of technology. So again, I would encourage everybody to think about what are the needs of your organization. If it's school building, if it's a classroom, if it's a school district. My school district has 24 schools. So I work on a technology team, and we have to think about the team that I work on. We specifically think about the middle schools. We have 5 middle schools, and we think about what are the needs of each middle school. And what we usually find, the needs are different. It varies based on school building, how they're utilizing devices, how they're making adjustments to the curriculum in specific classrooms, and how that curriculum is either enhanced by using a certain device or software, or how teachers are creating their own curricula as they see needed or as they see fit. But determining what those needs are, it's really crucial. So make sure that you find out or you create a needs assessment based on your own judgment, what to figure out to help you identify what those needs of the organization are. Also, I would like for everybody to review either the SAMR model, which talks about implementing technology and the ways of how technology um, plays out in terms of using multimedia, how teachers are using it, how it looks on the student side. Or I would encourage you to take a closer look at the ADDIE model, which is a really effective model that helps with technology implementation. Think about some objectives. When it's time for you to write objectives for your multimedia project, I would encourage you to use SMART goals. If you Google it, SMART. Google it, SMART goals. And I often use SMART goals when I work with other teachers, when I work with larger organizations on creating goals for school districts in terms of technology. We work on SMART goals help to identify a very specific problem. We have to figure out a way to measure it. We look at the resources and that we allot a certain time to make sure that we are working on track. So this was a very quick video. I wanted to touch base. I'm going to try to touch base with you all every 2 weeks or every week to follow up. So don't get frustrated. I highly encourage you to dig in and think about the needs of your place of practice. If you don't know what those needs are, talk to some of your colleagues. Ask them, hey, how are you using technology? Either in your office or in your classroom or in your building if you're a school leader, um, and just start to get a sense of how people are utilizing technology. You could even watch them if you're not in a classroom. You can look on Google and then see how environmental scientists are using technology, how mathematics teachers are using what software is being used. Okay, if you are working, like I said, in other areas, if you're going to be training instructors, you want to think about what devices are you going to bring in to those instructors, and what is the impact of you selecting that specific device type, like such as if you want to roll out one-to-one with Chromebooks, or if you want to start up an iPad initiative. You need to start thinking on a larger scale of how are those devices, what can those devices do, if you're using iPads, what types of apps will we install on those iPads to ensure that if you are, again, delivering training, what types of apps are you going to use to help you deliver that training. I'm hoping that this quick video is helpful to you all.